What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Football Friday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Banners Roof Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. We appreciate you for being here this morning. Hope your Friday is off to a fantastic start. Good night of Thursday night football last night. The Otter, Jimmy Ott, remains hot. He gave you Cleveland last night. It hit. In the two college games, he gave you Georgia State, which did not hit. Coastal covered. But his best play of the night was West Virginia. Oops. Sorry. But his best play of the night was West Virginia laying the 2 against Virginia Tech, and cha-ching, that hit. So a 2-1 night for the Otter, where his best play of the night hit as well. So I was just out here making you money. So hope you are have a great start to your day. We also found out Keshawn Boutie will not be Keshawn Boutie will not be with LSU this weekend against Florida State. Sorry. New Mexico. Hold on. Get the cobwebs out. Scone, come on. So Kayshon will not be with LSU this weekend. His girlfriend last night gave birth to their baby boy. So Kayshon has been excused to do dad things. So good luck changing diapers, son. Hope you get some sleep. No, but congrats to them. Let's see. So that means Jack Bash will play in the slot more, along with Malik Neighbors. But it certainly makes sense, right? That Bash is going to get a lot more run this week. Kayshon out. So Chris Hilton, I'd expect we'll see more Chris Hilton this week also, as a guy who, in that Kayshon role, kind of can stretch the field. I'll be, excuse me. Drew's awake. I'll definitely be interested to see if LSU is able to open up the passing game a little bit more this weekend. I think everybody's kind of looking forward to that. But New Mexico's defense has actually been pretty good through 3 games. They're 2-1. Now, granted, they've played Maine, Boise, and UTEP. They beat Maine and UTEP, but lost to Boise 31-14. But overall, they're allowing only 263 yards per game. So only 74 rush yards allowed per game. So New Mexico's defense through 3 weeks has been pretty good. Boise did put up 318 on them, but that's the most. So, clearly this will be their biggest test. This will be Boise. I'm just going to questions, whatever. Caleb Cody, I can't even think. Caleb Cody, good morning. Wendell Norman, Trivia Carter, Joey Vincent, Marcus Washington, good morning. Lucy B, how bad are the Bengals if the Browns beat the Steelers? Yeah, transitive property doesn't really work in the NFL. The Bengals would have beaten the Browns if they could make a PAT. So it's funny how slim the margin is in the NFL. So, but look, the Saints play both the Browns and the Steelers this year. So that was interesting to watch both. I'll tell you this. I think by the time the Saints play the Steelers, there's a good chance that Kenny Pickett's quarterback. And when the Saints play the Browns, they will be drastically different because Deshaun Watson will have returned. So you will see, I think, the 2 teams that played last night will look dramatically different when the Saints play them. Spurge, good morning. Jackson, Carney, Matt. Shouldn't the Saints play hardball with Sean, given he had the same deal with his assistants and their contracts? Pretty obvious he never intended to really retire. But I think they all knew that. I don't know what you're talking about. He did the same with his. You're talking about with Ryan Nielsen, when Ed tried to hire Nielsen. But see, here's the thing, Jackson. Sean Payton wouldn't have minded Ryan Nielsen going to LSU. The problem is Ed Ogeron never asked permission to talk to him. And so Nielsen just, which it was contractually obligated, Nielsen went into Sean's office to say that he was leaving for LSU, and that was the first Sean had heard about it, and Ed talked to him the week they played the Bears in the playoffs. So that pissed Sean off. I mean, that's why that happened the way it did. Again, another example of Ed Ogeron not knowing what he's doing. Be kind. Good morning, Tristan. If LSU were playing Florida State this weekend, what do you think the score would be? Yeah, I think you'd still have a game in the 20s. But I sure like I sure would like LSU more now that I feel like they've settled themselves on the offensive line. I feel like defensively, Baskerville playing more. Perkins feeling comfortable. Jay Ward in the slot at nickel. I think the defense probably get off field and third down a little bit more. Yeah. Keith H. Good morning, Brad David. I know it's early. Where do you see Daniel's draft stock? Yeah, good question, Brad. I think he's probably a day 3 guy right now, but he's got the potential to get up to be a day 2 guy. Like if I had to guess right now, I'd say he's probably like a 4th or 5th round pick. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I before the season started, I did Google some of that, like draft analysis and stuff. And last year, when he was trying to make a decision if he was coming out, there were some draft analysts who compared him to Trey Lance and had him as high as their 2nd highest rated quarterback in the draft. So it really just takes one team to fall in love with a player. I mean, Tim Tebow was a 1st round pick. Trey Fisher, what's up, man? Good morning, Fish. Jeremy Sagely, good morning. David Coslin, Craig Duga, boot up. Hey, Dad, good morning. Garland Harrell, David Wallace, Denny Landry, Brian Wynn, Lowell Cormier, Sean Donnellan. What's up, Sean? Good morning. Smash the like button. Thank you, bro. Brian Wynn, what do you expect from a running game this week? Not much, Brian. I mean, I just don't think LSU is a good running football team. I think that's probably going to be pretty consistent throughout the year. I don't think you have a really good runner, although I think Armani Goodwin is showing you some flashes of being a pretty strong between the tackles runner. At the point of attack, Charles Turner is not really a big physical guy. I think I'll put it to you this way. If Bradford is back at right guard and you start Emory Jones at right tackle, I think you are a very physical right-handed running team, and especially if you add a tight end on that side, I think you could be a very physical right-handed running team. That way. Catherine Babineau, Brian Broom, Jason Aguilar. Let's see. Boutie's all of a sudden out for baby being born. They have 1 year LSU probation. LOL SMH. Jason, that doesn't make a lick of sense, bro. Like, the probation thing is from the James Craig situation. That's basically a slap on the wrist. Kayshon's girlfriend literally had a baby yesterday. I mean, he posted all the pictures on social media like his girlfriend literally had a baby. He became a dad yesterday. I really don't get your correlation. That just doesn't make any sense. Tyler Alexander, what's up? Jason's from Texas City at Marathon on a 30-day turnaround. Oh my God. Where's Texas City? I mean, obviously, I would assume it's in Texas. I know, like, Missouri City is in, like, Houston. Where's Texas City? A 30-day turnaround. God bless you, man. Go get it. Make that money, bro. Lee Allen, good morning. Jeff McKiffin, Jason Duke Gibson. Good morning, Matt. Any chance in the first 3 games Kayshon's head wasn't completely in the game, being concerned about his pregnant girlfriend? Maybe. Jason, look, I think there's part of that. You also mentioned the injury. I think the injury is part of it. Let's not forget he hadn't played since October of last year. So, he didn't participate in spring. I think, for us to assume that he was going to seamlessly sort of reassimilate, maybe that was a little short-sighted. I think that's probably part of it, which you mentioned as well. But listen, Jason, I'll point this out again, brother. Like, they pushed the ball to him plenty against Southern, had a good game. The second play of the game against Florida State, they throw him a ball in the corner of the end zone, he gets his hands on it. If he comes down with that ball, I don't think we're having this conversation. If in the second quarter of the Florida State game, when he ran the skinny post and Daniels hit him on the 7 and he didn't get his head around, like, if he catches that ball, I don't think we're having this conversation. So I don't know that he's been checked out or any of that stuff. I just think he's had some opportunities, hasn't capitalized. Teams are obviously focusing on him, as they should. And then all the other stuff as well, coming off injury, waiting the birth of a child, like all that. I mean, I think a lot of that stuff weighs in, for sure. Let's see, Matthew, if anyone in here is a sports bettor, lock is the Tulsa plus 21.5 against Ole Miss. I don't know, bro. Hang on, Drew's up. 1 second, I'll be right back. Come say hi to Dad show?
No.
You come say hi to Dad show? No. As always, shout out to Brock, y'all. HUDCO.roofing.com, brortho.com. You need an orthopedist, go to Brock. They're the best. Good enough for LSU and Saints. Remember Friday night clinic? Of course, every Friday. Been doing that for like 30 years. Every Friday during high school football, Brock opens up their doors there on Perkins near Bluebonnet. Free Friday night clinic for all high school athletes. Go get checked out after their game. So, an awesome service Brock has offered for years. And of course, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com. HUDCO is pinned in the comments there. I'll tell you the way to start with HUDCO is always that free, no obligation inspection. You just let us schedule to have an inspector come get on your roof, walk it, see if you have damage. If you do, we'll file the claim, help with your insurance company, do all the work. And all you pay is your deductible. So just click that link that's pinned in the comments and take 30 seconds and fill out the form on the homepage. And we'll come give you your free no obligation roofing inspection. HUDCOroofing.com. Mark Hammond, Mark Borch, good morning. Thoughts on LSU tight end performance blocking up the field? Honestly, Mark, haven't paid a ton of attention to tight ends blocking downfield. I don't really think that's been a huge part of LSU's offense, but you got a true freshman playing tight end who is only physically going to get bigger and stronger and better at all those things. So, man, I trust Brian Kelly when it comes to using and developing tight ends. He's got a great track record of it, and also I mean, obviously he's son of an NFL Hall of Famer, so great, obviously, football pedigree Mason Taylor has. I think he's just going to get better and better. Tim Sonia, good morning. Yesterday on the radio, you sounded like a 5-year-old whose mom had replaced his Frosted Pop-Tarts with confetti ones. Oh, with the with the funfetti paper. Somebody like put funfetti cardstock in the printer at work. So I went and printed off all my show prep, and instead of being on normal like printer paper, it was on cardstock funfetti. So I'm like reading my notes and all on cardstock funfetti paper. Jerry DeLucky, good morning, Matt. Congrats to Kayshon. His girlfriend being a dad is the best job in the world. Amen to that. Bubba Tatum, love the interview. Skip, yeah, thank you, man. Where and when is his book signing going to be again? So Skip Bertman was on AFR for a full hour yesterday. We talked about his book. We talked some baseball. Talked about Jay Johnson, Wes Johnson. Talked about his time as AD. We talked about Brian Kelly. We talked about traffic. We talked about Tiger Stadium, what they could do to fix the box, all that sort of stuff. So it was hour 2 yesterday on AFR. I would highly recommend you go back and check it out if you missed it. The book signing is going to be at Lipsy's, which is on Exchequer in Baton Rouge, and it's Tuesday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Mac McGuire, Bob Poole, Todd Harris, good morning. Is Landon Ibieta making any progress? I don't think so, Todd. I heard he was impressive during some of the practices. He was not there for a chunk of fall camp when we got to watch, and I was told that he was dealing with a slight injury. So he missed a big chunk of camp anyway. Has the papaya helped you with your gastrointestinal issues? That's not me. That's T-Bob. Lowell Cormier, that was from Scone and T on Wednesday. Any concerns with the kickoff punt coverage? Yes, absolutely. Maybe not punt coverage, but kick coverage, absolutely. Brian Kelly admitted it. I mean, their kickoffs are on a line drive, which is allowing returns, which you don't want in the college game now. I mean, it is designed for fair catches. So you want more of an arcing pop-up so that defenders have time, more hang time, so defenders have time to go cover the kick. So the returner will just call a fair catch, take it to 25. Greg Dugas, T-Bob running for office in November, the man who will finally get the library fixed. I don't know. Dale Broussard, does this close the door on football violations, or is Vidal Alexander still in the air? Yeah, Vidal Alexander and Will Wade stuff is still in the air. Remember, those went to the IARP together. So this was completely separate. But doesn't it go to show you how inefficient the NCAA is? That the Vidal thing and the Will Wade thing, which has literally been lingering for years, still is not settled. And the James Craig thing, which was just from this summer, it's already done. Jeremy Sage, I believe LSU is still on track to be on the over on the wins this year. Yeah, I mean, it depends where you got them. Jeremy, if you got them at 7, I think that's a push. If you got them at 6.5, I think they'll go over. If you got them at 7.5, you're going to be sweating it. Texas City, hours south of Houston. Okay. Joseph Dean Strickland, good morning. Thanks for what you do. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. Glenn Crowdis, not overlooking New Mexico, but how things have changed going to Auburn next week. Look where we are right now. No, for sure, Glenn. Look, Auburn has Missouri at home this week, and Missouri's not very good, but Auburn's going to be starting Robbie Ashford this week. Finley's out, and Zach Calzada, we learned, is out for the year. So they got Robbie Ashford and a freshman. I mean, it's kind of dire there right now. If they struggle or lose to Missouri, I mean, Auburn may have an interim coach against LSU if they lose this week. Craig also, as of yesterday, finally got a Weller single barrel. Completed my Weller vertical set minus William LaRue. There you go, Craig. That a boy. I love the single barrel, by the way. The orange label, I think, is fantastic. Chris Proctor, good morning. If Mizzou beats Auburn, are we facing an interim coach next week? It's kind of said that. I think there's a really good chance, Chris. I think Harsin may get run. And it's not just, but like, the way they got run in their own building by Penn State, and then if they go lose as a touchdown home favorite to Missouri, maybe. Rediul Bezos needs to get that Prime stream in check. Audio way ahead of the video last night's game. Mine wasn't ready. That might be your internet, man. Mine was fine. Matt Godwin, good morning. Hunker down. That's a shot at Pat 40. Will Myers, good morning. Ride a money line parlay of Baylor, Missouri, and Rutgers this weekend. Let's go. Okay. I don't know that I like Missouri at Auburn. Rutgers, I think, is a good play with the points, and I wouldn't be. I bet you're getting a huge return on that. Good luck, man. I had no idea Skip was a longshoreman. Skip told a story when he called a recruit. He said he was calling his skipper and called from LSU, and the recruit yelled to his dad, "Dad, it's someone from the Longshoremen's Union." Quentin Brakebill, Kyle Taylor, excuse me. Good morning from Greensboro. It's my birthday today. My wife got me the first bottle of Basil Hayden, bottle of Davidson Reserve 4 grain. Okay, pretty stoked to give them a try. Watching LSU beat up on New Mexico. Go Tigers! Have a great weekend. All right, man. Well, happy birthday, Kyle Taylor. Hope it's an awesome one. Cheers to you. There you are, right there. Cheers to you. I was looking up at YouTube. You're right there on Facebook. Cheers to you. Hope it's a great birthday. And let us know how those bottles go, man. Where are we? All right, YouTube, smash that like button if you haven't done so yet. Facebook, please like the page. Share the post, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. Jesse Brown, Matt, loved your rosters to riches with Coach John Brady, his insight on NIL. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, Coach Brady and I disagreed a good bit, too. Yeah, I'd highly recommend, man, if y'all are looking for a new podcast, check out Rosters to Riches. We record it on Mondays, drop it on Tuesdays. It's me and Jonathan Pixley from Match Point. And we always have some guest on who's in the NIL space. So we had Will Wade several weeks back. We talked to David Fleshman, who was a walk-on basketball player at LSU, who now is a sports attorney specializing in NIL, talked about legalities around NIL. The episode from this week was John Brady. We recorded our latest episode with Tasman Mitchell, which will drop on Tuesday. Of course, Tasman people forget Tasman, I think on Rivals, was like the number 8 player in the country. So you want to talk about like a massive recruit who could have capitalized on NIL in high school and coming out. I mean, anyway, it was a good combo. So go, check it out. However you get your podcast, search Rosters to Riches. Hudson Jeter, good morning. What's the Scone pick of the week? I don't know yet. I'll give you one on AFR today. D. Schnurts. Troy Davis, good morning. Michael Godan, morning, Matt. Saw you met my wife, Heather from WAFB at Rouse's. I did. She was absolutely lovely to meet. So Heather from WAFB was they had a Rouse's groundbreaking on Florida Boulevard yesterday. So I went up and Heather told me hello. And she said, yeah, my husband's is a huge fan, big fan of all. But she spoke glowingly of you, Michael. So really, 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 really wonderful lady. It was nice to meet her. So thank you both for watching. We took a picture too, so make sure that if she hadn't shown you that she does. Shane O'Mac, good morning. Cliff Nelson, what's up, man? Team Drew, yes, sir. Ray Mock, agree on the right side, but not with tight end help. We don't have a tight end that can really make the right side a good running game. Ray, I kind of disagree. I mean, you would be predictable by personnel, but I think Mashburn's a physical enough player could do it. Storrs is a big guy. It could be a body. Jordan Coleman, I'm 21. My wife is due with our son in January, so congratulations to Kayshon. All right, man. Good luck to you as well, Jordan. Hope mom and baby are healthy and happy and awesome, and everything goes awesome for y'all. Sleep while you can, brother. Gregory Gordy, Tim Gotro, Tiger Mike 7. Let's see. Texas State near Galveston. Be kind, good morning. Dave Vinder, good morning. Florida or Tennessee, who you got? Yeah, Dave, Tennessee's got to win this game. I'm going to go with Tennessee because I think there's more urgency for Tennessee. I mean, you have sort of, for 15 years, drifted through this wasteland of failed coaches and irrelevance. And now you've got stability, you've got the better quarterback, you've got the better team, you're at home. Florida, this is a lot like LSU Mississippi State a week ago. It's not apples to apples, but like State was stable and the better team and the coach had been there and a good quarterback and you got another team that's rebuilding. It's kind of owned you for a while, and LSU just punked Mississippi State. It's like, I get it, it's Florida, Tennessee, both have more resources and tradition and history and all than State, so maybe it's not a great example. But point being, if you're Tennessee, if you don't get this one, Like, don't let Napier get rolling over at Florida. It may be a while before you have a chance to get another if you can't get this one. Weston Weaver, morning, Matt. Know you open AFR saying 1 year probation wasn't a big deal. What does probation entail? It basically means don't screw up again. If you screw up again, then we're really going to punish you. That's it. There are no like tangible requirements on probation. It's not like you have to check in with your probation officer or anything like that. You're just on probation, meaning like you're under the microscope. So if you screw up again while you're on probation, now you're really, really in trouble. Trav 504, Gregory Gordy, don't know if you said something. What was Brian Kelly talking about with NCAA issues? NCAA yesterday released the infractions committee released their punishment for the James Craig stuff. Long story short, James Craig, who was fired for cause, during COVID, when it was a dead period, met up with Tristan Lee and his family and a bunch of recruits when they were on campus, showed them around, and gave them a bag of gear and stuff. That's basically it. And he had been told not to. So LSU fired him for cause, and the NCAA basically applauded LSU for firing him for cause, self-imposing. It's like a level 2 deal. I mean, it's not a big deal at all, and they got probation. It's just not a big deal. Kyle M. Alexander checking you out all the way from NYC. Is Boutte disgruntled with the team? I don't think so, man. Where's the magic from last year? It kind of rolled through that a little bit earlier. You got a guy that hadn't played in almost a year, had some opportunities early, didn't haul in some catches, and I just think the conversation's totally different if he had. He'll catch a stride. James Metvin, good morning. I realize 8:02, I got to get going. I'm sorry. Adam Fontenot, a little magic in the Bronx last night. Close, man. Judge hit one to the wall in the ninth. It looked like he was going to hit 61. Oh, my God. Have you ever seen a black squirrel? Bro, that is a black squirrel outside of my window. Huh. That is bizarre. I mean, he's just right there outside my window, just messing around in the mulch. Huh. Interesting. Okay, y'all, my apologies, but I got to go. Eric Waterwater, does Daniel's NFL career look like Russell Shepard's? No, Eric. That's not a dumb question, but Daniels is just a much better thrower of the football than Shepard. Shepard couldn't throw the ball. Daniels can. His deal is more decision-making and when to throw instead of tuck it, all that sort of stuff. Okay. There you go, Bradlands. It's a fox squirrel. It'll eventually turn white or grayish looking. Okay, interesting. I mean, that thing is jet black. I've never seen like a jet black squirrel. I mean, they're always like gray, right? Leon Williams, what's going on? Arkansas against A&M. I like A&M in that game. I think A&M wins it. All right, I got to go, y'all. Does next Saturday's game get affected by the potential storm coming in the area? Kevin, I hope not, man. I'm not gonna make any bold prediction. Yeah, there's a normal looking squirrel. Wow, that's weird. Anyway, all right. Matt Moscona's Wild Animal Kingdom. All right, I gotta go, y'all. Drew's Backpack Speed Minutes 8:04. I gotta get him dressed, get him to school. Y'all have an awesome day. LSU Daily is live. AFR at 3, right? Radio hours, all that good stuff. We'll look for you then. Have a great day. Peace.